Alright. Stream is up. I think. Receiving your content. Green light, green light, green light. Hey, Matt. Welcome to the stream. It's really weird to see that logo by people's names. Hello, Reggie. Hello, Vito. Epicman8713. Ultimate Gamer. Hello. We're just loading in Alpine Odyssey. This takes a little while, so I might as well just do the greetings now. Hello, everyone. I'm doing well. Welcome to the stream. RBase96. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let's see what we can get into today. If you guys have any specifics that you want me to do let me know. Let me actually go offline there. Senpai notices you every time. I notice everyone. I try to say at least hello to anyone in the chat. That's just Nat asking for a shout out. Hello, Ben. Hello, Parker Stevens. Hey, got a soccer game at 1. Wish you luck. Well, I'm sure you'll score at least 3 goals. Unless you're a defenseman. In which case, you'll score 3 goals. I'm sure. Hello, Joel. Show us some tricks. Maybe don't know what would be cool. Tricks as in what? I mean, like, my buildings are all built pretty much the exact same manner every single time. Gray boxing to tile building to just putting it together almost like a big Lego set. Hello, Doberman fan. Christopher Cruz. Flip-sided. Mr. Jack. Logflume today with fireworks? No. The fireworks show, that's going to be like hours and hours and hours of work just to get a short fireworks show. Probably. The Logflume, probably not today. We're not quite over in this area yet. People want me to start the Logflume. In theory, I could just lay down the track and just see. Hello, Ryder. How are you? I'm well, Kalel Batar. Okay. So here we are, Alpine Odyssey. In all its splendor. Build a 4th of July roller coaster with a fireworks show behind it. The fireworks show is going to go in the middle of the lake at one point. Remember the time we spent 2 hours on a water show that broke? Yeah, the water show that's still broken. Yep, it's still broken. I mean, it works, but not quite. Back from vacation? Well, welcome back. No, you're not feeling well? I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. Some people want me to just start this Logflume thing. That's interesting. I mean, I could in theory. And also work on the rail line here along the shore. That's also a thing to do. I can't quite get on the rail line on this side yet, just because of I don't quite know what's going in this plot, and I can't interact with it yet. Layouts and maybe a basic structure. I mean, if anything else, I could lay it out and just do the gray boxing required, and then we'll leave it for later. How long am I going to be streaming? I'm going to be streaming for a few hours. Not quite sure exactly how long that's going to be. Here, let's what are my other options? Other options are always interior work. For once, I don't have to build an ice cream truck. Apparently, I can click that off the list. Interior work, we can work on more buildings. We can work on the plaza by the Jade Serpent. Did it start yet for anyone? I believe so. Doing my homework while watching you? Well, that's unproductive. I would suggest watching me 100% of your time. Thank you. I've enjoyed a lot of your vids and hope you and your family are doing well. You're doing a wonderful job with your park. Sorry about the water show giving you grief. Yeah, it's fine. We'll get there. What happened to YouTube Gaming that you have a black background and chat next to the stream? Is that something on my end? You might have YouTube on night mode. You might have... I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. No. That's not right. Let's do Planet Booster Alpine Odyssey. here. Let's see what this does. Here you go. If you want to watch it on YouTube Gaming, it's this link. So that actually takes you to the YouTube Gaming page. If you want the dark background and stuff. Ooh, Planet Coaster. I know, Roshi. I know you want to build that blacksmith. You've been subscribed since 5,000. Well, thank you for the continual support. 5,000 was over a year and a half ago. Pretty crazy to think. All right, let's go over here. Let's make up the flattened foundation. How long before Geekism pops up? Well, Geekism usually shows up at a random time, here and there. Hopefully he's not working. That's generally how we catch each other's streams. It's like, oh, you're working right now? I guess I should watch your stream. If not that, or he could be taking care of his child. He has a newborn and everything. He's a busy, busy man. Highway to the danger zone? Highway to the danger zone, indeed. All for some Kenny Loggins. Alright, let's just flatten this terrain so we can see what we're working with. The funny thing is about Top Gun is I worked with a person that was a stunt pilot for that movie. He's actually the one that got to buzz the tower. Mr. Comet said, ooh, Planet. I made more progress on the blacksmith. The modded forges are too big, unfortunately, but my creative blueprint is fully furnished. Good. Oh, yeah, Pirates Cove. Wow, that's an old one. Alright, so I am thinking, in fact, I don't know why I built this up. We need to lower this back down. I'm retarded. This terrain was a placeholder just so I knew where the ziggurat was going. The ziggurat's all going to be like floating pathways and building, so I technically don't want the terrain here because it'll be a pain to build on. So let's just get rid of it for now. There we go. I don't need this mountain. Get rid of the mountain. What's today's program? Apparently, we're working on a Logflume. Let me update the title. Alpine Odyssey Logflume. Water. 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 There we go. That's the perfect title. You just want to stop by and say hi. Hey, blind. You have it zoomed in by 30%. Well, blind, I mean, you know, you're kind of blind. So, no wonder you can't really see it too well. I mean, I popped out my chat. If I would show you my left side, it's actually taking up about a fourth of my screen vertically. You need sleep? Alright. I'm all for view bumping. Thanks for stopping by, Mr. Blind. If you guys don't know Blind, he streams on Twitch. He's actually a really great streamer. He streams almost, I think, every day except for maybe the weekends. But he streams Planet Coaster and an assortment of games. Go check him out. In fact, let me do this. Let me do this. Because Blind's a cool guy. Let me do this. No, don't play music, please. Thing. There we go. Go there. If you wanna see Blind's Twitch channel, he's cool. Shameless plugs for the win. All right. Was there a Friday stream? And yes, there was a Friday stream. We didn't stream Planet Coaster because didn't feel like playing it that night. It was a long day at work. So I just didn't feel like playing that. So we streamed Castle Story, and I actually gave away a key for it, which was pretty cool to do. Friday stream was good? Yeah, I think so. We actually managed to win a map. Is it a shameless plug if you're plugging someone else? It's always a shameless plug. Whether you're plugging someone else or you're the one receiving the plug. It's shameless. Okay, that's flat enough. Let's go ahead. You met the devs at Castle Story at PAX? No, they're really cool. They've been working on that game forever. Like I bought that game when I was working on my game right after college. So that was what, 2012? Is when I first bought and played that game. I really like the idea behind it. What are you gonna do today? Apparently we're doing the Logflume layout, which I have no clue what it's gonna be. So here we go. I've watched all Planet Coaster videos live except for 2. Oh, that's neat. Thanks for being a continual supporter. Alright, Blind. Have a good rest, man. You don't get much sleep. You need more of that. I think we're gonna embed it into the ground quite far. This reminds me of Islands of Adventures at Universal Orlando. Oh, mod Roshi. I don't really have a need for mini mods. I mean, eventually I have a feeling. Will I make a river rapid rides too? I'll probably make the river rapid rides around the water park as like a lazy river feature. I think that for me kind of works. Okay. I have no clue. Like I haven't had time to even pre-plan what I even wanted for this Logflume. So forgive me if this turns out kind of weird, and it's going to be a long process. All right, let's go ahead and spin it around there, and then we'll lift it up about to there. Maybe have it underground. Oh, it will be covered. Like the whole Logflume, or 99% of it, will be covered with the massive ziggurat that's going here. Yeah, I want to keep the layout compact. I agree. Alright. But I do want to have a couple drops and things. So that'll be the challenge. Nope. The Logflumes are generally considered casual rides. At least I believe. I mean, the Logflume might come out in areas. Like, we could do little collapse sections of the ziggurat and things. But anything beneath this level, I mean, like, the ziggurat's going to be pretty big, guys. So, like, the ziggurat's going to be this tall. It's going to step down. We'll see. A temple-themed Logflume does make sense, yeah. I think so as well. So we'll do this, and then it'll curve in on itself again. And then we'll do a drop start. This one will be a bit steeper. Alright, now I need to get rid of the train so I can see what I'm doing here. Push. Turn intensity way up. There we go. Now I can just brush it in there. Just like that. Alright, bring back the mountain river ravine and have drops go from the inside of the mountain over the river into the other mountain. That was one of those parks you hate as a kid but love as an adult because you learn to appreciate it more. I haven't been back to Epcot since I was there when I was 10. The Logflume ride, I believe, is going to be called. I forget how to pronounce the name, but it's going to be after like the Mayan, the main Mayan figurehead god, the feathered serpent. All right, so this one. To drop straight into a curve. Nat deadly? I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm just trying to get the layout. Like where I kind of want key features. Right now. It's gonna be completely indoors and maybe have one big drop outside the temple. The main final drop, which is kind of what we're establishing right here, is going to be the big one. Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl? Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce it properly. But essentially, that's the Mayan. I was thinking more of the Aztec one. But, I mean, Kukulkan is a cool one. Especially since I play Smite. Kukulkan is pretty cool. Here, let's actually delete this. We're gonna drop. We're gonna drop in just to pick up some speed. And then we're gonna do that and the drop start. This isn't tall enough. It needs to be a lot taller. It needs to be a lot taller. So like this needs to be basically peaking at the top of the temple. Yes, it's Audrey. I'm doing well. How are you? Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl. There we go. I think this is a proper. Yes. That is what I wanted. 3, 4, 5, something like that. Would it be wise to have a log flume about the train track? We can mess with the train track. It's not overly, This area should be a taco truck. I hate you, Sasadre. I hate you. We'll see what we can do with the train track. Why are you guys making fun of my accent and everything? It's so mean. Is the temple really that tall? It seems oversized. It only looks oversized because I erased the mountain. The natural terrain is going to be about this tall. And the temple was kind of on top of it and overflowing. So really only bits of it's kind of going to be sticking out and visible. And it's really not taller than the windmill, if you think about it. Like it is, let's just fly straight towards the windmill there. I mean, it's about as tall as the roller coaster. Can you make the log flume pass through a big statue? Maybe. We'll see what we can do. I wanted to try and get more drops in there, but it looks like this is pretty much the best we can do, in a sense. Alright, so we'll go back over here. Okay, line that there. And then what, go up. Oh, come on. It's literally right there. Bastard. We should make a giant cat-like thing in the Egypt and make the last drop come out of its mouth. Could be cool. Make the first lift a bit taller, maybe. He's talking about the Egypt thing, I think. I mean, like, the giant cat head thing makes me think of, let's see. Like, that cat head idea makes me think of... Where is it? This thing from, like, Road to El Dorado. I mean, so, like, this is what, in my opinion, he is kind of referring to, rather than the straight Sphinx. It's more like a panther or jaguar than a Sphinx. What am I doing today in Planet Coaster? We are making our Logflume, I guess. I tried to make it compact, but it feels like I failed at that venture. I might be able to make it longer. Like, I could fit a lot more in here. And take up more interior space. Can you even bank these things? I don't think it can. No. Does it go over the train tracks? It does. The train might just need reworked a bit on how it gets through here. Will the Flume have a backstory? The Flume is going to be the temple of Quetzalcoatl, which is the main Aztec god. I'm happy it managed to actually get about pretty even, especially the splashdown area with the lake bed. So this is where they're getting the water. It probably has pumps in here and just pumping the water from the lake through the whole ride and then back into the lake. I'm fairly content with that. Let's give it a ride. Let's see what you guys think of how this rides. Logflume rides are slow rides, so short is good unless you use a 1 degree decline track to, we go through the terrain a little bit. Dirty, stagnant lake water. I'm sure they pump that thing full of chlorine. It looks beautiful. You should have a roller coaster go underground into World War I or II themed area, or in the Asian area you could have an ancient China versus Mongols battle. It would almost be cool to, in the Asian area, do like the terracotta soldiers for a little section. Should make a Mayan bridge over the splash pad. The island could act as a support. We could do that for the train. If the whole thing was going down constantly, web searcher, I think I could do that. We're currently under the train again. Way too fast around the corner, I think so as well. I haven't uploaded a stream in a while. I need to again. I keep forgetting. This whole month has been hectic, and then I have a friend coming over for 10 days, so I'll have to entertain them. This whole next week and a half is going to be pretty... it's going to be a pretty messed up schedule. Da, 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 da. And we are going up and up. So this is big drop right here. This will be an open top, so you'll be able to see pretty much everything. And then you're just like, here we go. The splash pad might need to be a little bit longer. Think you can make it longer with one more drop? I think so as well, to be honest. Because there's this whole middle section that I could do something with. Nice view at the top and the windmill around the final corner. Yep. I wish there was a way to make it hold here for like a half second or so. That would be nice. Do a drop at the curb between lift hills and rejoin it. Could I zoom out on the park? Sure, I'll zoom out for a second while I'm thinking this over. I mean, I can't add too much to it just because I need it to be compact to be able to fit inside the architecture that we want it to be. You can go through the middle of the highest hill. I'm thinking that as well. But remember, it's a step pyramid. So it's going to be, you know, kind of narrow at the top and get slowly wider. So we might not have as much room as you guys think inside here. And I'm thinking that the train tracks doing a bridge over the splashdown would be nice. I'm going to extend the splashdown, actually. I think that, in theory, will work. Oh wait, Water Rapids today? It's not Water Rapids, it's the Logflume. Looks very large in comparison to the overall scenery. Well, there's no scenery yet. So we'll see what we can do about that. And a lot of it's going to be covered. I hope. What I don't like is this end piece and how that. Oops, don't want to delete too much of the station. Overall park scenery. Yeah, I mean it's quite a large ride. It's currently going to be probably the biggest footprint of the ride, but for us to get that height that we need for this big final drop, sadly yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Concerns noted. Alright, let's get rid of this a bit. I'll rebuild this little island area when we're ready for it. Yo, James, how are you? You don't think the splashdown connected? Really? Well, just to be sure, we'll do that. We'll just re-end it. And then remake the curve. Just to be 100% certain that it is. There. Will Bob is playing what? Playing the Planet Coaster? Neat. Oh shoot, I can't put the... Okay, so now we'll raise it up. Nope, can't do that there either. I wish I could make shorter track pieces. I want 4 meter length for this. let's see if we can't curve it a bit early. And then go up, 2, 3, 4, top. Something like that. Terrain. Push. Make more chill sections in the ride. Can you make them shorter? Nope, you can only make them 6-meter lengths, if not 8. Alright, let's do that. Let's not advertise your channel here. Should a train going to clear it? The train tracks are going to be reworked. What we're going to do with the train tracks is I'm going to pull out a section of terrain here. And connect it. And then we'll have the train tracks make a bridge over this whole little section. Let's see, call the flume chalk. Chalk is, I do like chalk. So yeah, this train track is going to do more this. And if I don't make the slope gentle enough, I'll get yelled at by the train police. So it's gonna need to start gaining height. Probably around here. Something around like a what, 1.5 degree. Check out Braxton's comment. Braxton. I'm sure there's different ways to spell chalk, Reggie. But I agree. I mean, like, that's how I would spell chalk, though. Like, C-H-A-A-C. Why is the water acting odd in the ride? So the water is acting a little odd because it's clashing. I don't know. I don't know what it's doing, to be honest. There. I mean, I was planning to call it Quetzalcoatl, which is basically the Kukulkan of Aztec. Yep, we are going to build it within a Aztec Mayan pyramid, some sort of ziggurat. Just trying to figure out how you want this train to interact with the ride, if at all. All right, I can remove this. Bring it back in, and then we'll do this. Bring the peninsula out this way. That way there's some solid land for it to sit on both sides. The water can splash onto the train passengers. Train passengers will be soaked. Good. Good, that's what we want. Like, what I'll do is probably up this. How many cars does this thing need? What, 16? Can only fit 5 because of this lift hill, I guess. Well, that's a little disappointing. I might extend this back area and put the left hill a little sooner, if that's the case. Can you repaint the train under the water just so you did, so it's not grass? Yes. I mean, that's a minor thing for me. Like, I mean, technically it would be something like that. Shame there's no block system for flumes. A little bit. I mean, like, I thought you could just kind of put unlimited amount of them on here. You also have to think about how to get the pathway to the other side of the ride, which will be an interesting challenge because it's going to have to go through the temple as well. The train going over clashes with the theme. I mean, we'll make the train bridge match the theme. I can't get around having the train go through here or not. What I don't like is simply that this is a straight piece of track. It's not very dynamic. Hitting the like button, well, thank you so much for that, and have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Like, what I might do is just ever so slightly bend this. No. That looks jakey. The reason water is acting dodgy is because he's chosen rough water and it's moving underneath the flume ride, and that's what's causing it to appear weird. Yes, I think so as well. I think that's it. Have the train wrap right and then left around the ride. So what? Wrap this way. I mean, I could also, in theory, make a train tunnel. Go underneath the whole area, which could be cool. I haven't made a train tunnel yet. It would kind of have to have its own tunnel, I think. To be honest. The only problem being this, the fact that it can't sharply turn. I don't think the tunnels are. Let's see. Yeah, I know, that's why I want the train ride to interact with it somehow, but just going straight across the splash area is a little... It's not dynamic enough. Are you late? No such thing as being late to a stream. As long as I'm live, you're on time. Let's lower this down. And then over... Alright, like that, and then straight out to there. Let's see how that pathway operates. Delete, 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 delete. I mean, I could also open this section up so like the train can see into the temple a bit. And they can see some of the logs go by. We can also just open this up in general to water. I know, I feel like an archaeologist just digging up an old ancient railway. Then when you finish over here, you'll be right beside the splashdown. I mean, I think that is perfectly fine. You're only in the temple for between here and here. I didn't nix the tunnel, it's just I haven't built the terrain over the structure yet. And then we can go ahead and just tell the train to go back this way and straighten back out, I guess. What color are going to make the track and supports for the Logflume? A lot of that will be hidden, especially all the supports, probably, or at least most of them will be hidden. We'll see. I'm not quite sure. We're just going to be gray boxing in and working on the shape of everything today. I don't know if I'm going to get into choosing color and all those major details. Your logs are entering the curve a little fast. Yeah, I know. Will there be an antiquity train station? There will be, yes. The way I can fix, I think, the drop here is instead of putting it right there, I can extend this a little bit more straight and over probably straighten this section out as well. We're talking about the curve at the last drop. Ooh, I have to look at it again. I was hoping the splashdown would slow it down enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is right. No, we went too far. Okay, straighten that out. Curve it around. Straighten this out. Curve it around. That. I don't know what I'm doing. Make bend's less than 90, so it's a proper bend. Well, I mean, define proper bend. I mean, as long as it bends, that's technically proper, I would think. Oh yes, you can't do shorter pieces than 6 meters because, hey, why not? I'm going to lower the terrain. I need to see everything that I'm doing. Everything is temporary over here, so. I just want more logs. I don't know why it's not letting me put more logs. Is it because the station isn't long enough? Is that it? I can make the station longer. And also the station's on the wrong side. There we go. Oh, yay, it doesn't hook up. It can't be stored beyond a lift hill. Alright. We'll move the lift hill back a bit. Okay. Now how many can we fit on here? Only 9. This is frustrating. Bring the station forward then? Or lower, so you won't need to fit the lift hill anymore. I think that this is meant to be an older log flume, the sharp turns are fine, but this is a newer ride, you should do some serious turn smoothing. Okay, so the time period of this park, by the way, is due to our car design and all that fun jazz. It's 90s, early 2000s. A lot of this. But then again, I'm not really a theme park enthusiast, so when it comes to getting all these minor details right, I'm not the best person to worry about it. There we go. Of course I can. Alright, we're going to, I guess, try and lower the station. Yeah, but then that makes it so hard with the train tracks again. Alright, we'll just move the station, I think, right after this bend. So we'll put the bend, we'll put the station, which needs terrain moved and all that fun jazz. You sure Uthras has an outline of the theme in mind? You are 100% wrong if you think that. I don't think of anything. I'm literally just winging it. It's pretty normal at this point. There. That should give us a bit of a longer run-up. We're over the log flume itself. We looked at that. We tried just putting the train tracks straight across. It just looked janky. Like, I don't even like the fact that you can't really even see that. So what I'll do is change this. that. Go this way. There's a lot of people watching this. I think it's about average. Oh no. Bloody ride. I swear. There we go. That's fine. Fantasy World BV fan? You love me? Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I think that's a bit better. That way you can see the splashdown from the queue. I think that's good, right? Usually when I watch, there's 15 people. Well, that's anything but Planet Coaster. Planet Coaster, this is technically the bottom of what I usually get for Planet Coaster. I think the station worked better at the initial rotation. Maybe. I'm just trying to get the log count up higher. Because this thing needs to be basically constantly running. You should suddenly stream a different game too fast for people to leave. Kind of. Good, good. Run through, run through, run through. Yeah, it's a lot of logs, but it's still not enough logs. What I might do is increase the minimum departure interval to 5 seconds. Like, it's different when people are getting on and off. That'll probably extend the lifetime of how long. Why do you want more logs? Because basically I want there to be a continual supply of just logs, just dropping, splashing, and then it's cleared, and then this one drops and splashes. A longer queue doesn't help me raise the max wait time. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try and do here. Well, I thought you raised the minimum wait time, right? So I'll set it to 5 seconds instead of 3. Turn out the drop is a bit fast. I'm just trying to keep it compact. Okay, I think once there's people riding it, it'll increase the boarding time a little bit. Minimum rider load, full load. Oh, no, three quarters. Once there's people riding it. Yeah, no, my park is never open. My park is never open. 120 years this park has been closed. What have I been doing with my life? Make a camera for the big drop, like a triggered little flash. I can do that. But it'll be cool to see the ziggurat over the base architecture, because mine in Aztec architecture is pretty low, 1-2 stories tops. It's basically Walt Disney frozen in a vault and only comes out to stream a new ride. I'm well, Jacob. How are you? Okay, let's gray box something in. Let's get the structure built around this thing. Why do you always gray box stuff before you build something? Because I am concerned with proportion and overall getting the view correct. I mean, Silverette kind of does that in a way. Like the way he builds is he just puts the tile set on there, and he'll quickly build details. But he actually does it with like detailed pieces. I just do it with a big gray box because I'm lazy. Yes, the rough concrete walls of doom. Plus, this way I'm not beholden to sticking with the format by any means. The only problem with this right now is because the bend at the top makes this look really weird. Did you miss something, Nat? Really? I'm starting to think this isn't big enough. Like, it's fine on the drop side, right? Because it follows this slope. Silverette releasing an episode. I swear he times this sometimes. But hey, at least I don't have to compete with Quality Beach anymore. Silver ends in Japan, so it was delayed. Yeah, but you can still change. You change the upload schedule. Like, mine always goes up at 10 a.m. Eastern time, whether I was in Japan or not. Did you mean to put the back an extra tile out? Yeah, I'm trying to think of what to do with the back. I might build some sort of custom support structure going up the backside, but like, or I could raise the terrain up here and make it look like it's built into more of a mountainside, which is doable as well. So like, I could just drastically pull this up like that and go across. Oop, I meant to do flatten to foundation. Like, I can do something like that. Is my... I don't think it's one tile deeper in the... Oh, it is. My bad. Uthris is dumb. Jeez, Uthris, have you ever played this game? Well, this one will be the staircase, in my opinion. It'll be the staircase, the proper staircase up. And then this side we'll probably remove to here, because that'll be the level of the terrain. think that works. Then do a what? Rough top thing here. I think it does that. This isn't final. Again, gray boxing something in. Does that mean I have to use the pieces I'm actually laying down? I'm just using it to get concepts. Right. I think that'll work. Please also make a ball court. The ball court. We might make the ball court, the transition area, very similar to the way this is the transitional area. On the left side of the temple. You're gonna go, Sonic? Alright, thanks for stopping by, man. Alright, let's ride the thing. I know it's not ready to be really ridden, but I want to anyways. Once I carve out the track so we can kind of see it all. Then through here. Then through here. A lot of this lower area is going to be inside the temple. So it'll be detailed out as if it's inside the temple. Though it just might not be inside the main building. But you wouldn't know. Because you'd lose your train of thought, like I am right now, but like your sense of direction. And let's write this thing. Let's go back to seat number 2. I'm gonna look at the back of this guy's head. Actually, no, I don't. A good move could be called. The cave could be filled with gold, since the Aztecs had a lot of it. El Dorado, my dude. Yeah. How are you gonna do the interior of the temple, Uthris? Time and time. A lot of time and error. Trial and error. Tiki fireplace? You want a tiki fire pit thing? I mean, I could do that inside like a plaza area. With no theming, I know it looks really dumb right now. It will have theming. Mosaics could be cool. Are you gonna build a mine train for the park? Possibly, if we end up doing a some sort of Western theme. I think that fits the mine train. Can't wait for the next 10 live streams where we build the interior of the temple. I don't know when we'll add theming to this. To be honest, I didn't plan on making this today. This was Nat and Uthris's plan. This was the stream voting on what I should work on. Add a statue of a Mayan god. Yep. I kind of want to do that. I mean, shoot, we could spend the rest of the stream working on that sundial that I wanted to. Put a punch in there? Oh, Lord. Basically, that area would just be OP due to smite. Best idea, make a wing coaster around the theme of early Middle Ages in a wooden castle. We could eventually do that, maybe. I didn't really plan to return to like medieval or anything like that. An archaeological mine train with the antiquities section would be cool. It could be. Platformers with the fire pit. Ah! That's what you meant by the fire pit area. Sorry. I didn't actually write it down. Thank you for reminding me of that. So yes, like belly dancers and stuff. Oof. Yeah. That was rough. Not the smoothest. Not the smoothest drop and turn. Because the splashdown doesn't slow you down at all. It really doesn't. I don't want to put a straight piece though. Like the ride rating is so crappy. And this is starting to go way too far out into the lake. Puts you up on the wheel so you don't lose speed. It's designed to keep you going fast. Interesting. My husband says, murderer, you killed us all. Good. Whiplash is real. Now just extend it out. We can put like pillars and sunken bits in this area so the theming can still be there. Well, we'll see. We'll have to see how we handle that. It'll be a challenge, but I'm fine with it. Why would you want me to say Wagwan, Puffton, and Bruh? I don't know what that means. Okay. It's probably a swear word, possibly, but I prefer shit. Or fuck. Here's a rain god. Chalk, yep. Chalk might be the other flat ride, which I currently removed. I wanted to overpower in here somewhere. If this is going to be more plaza space, we could put overpower on this side. In theory, right? Put it right there. Can you sink the track in the water and use splash effect? There's already a natural splash effect when something hits the water. So like even right here, where this thing barely clips through the water, you'll see, let's speed up the time. You'll see it come down here. And then it will splash as soon as it touches the water, about yay. Splash. Splash. Overpowered. Does it have fountains at the bottom? Yeah, it does. I never knew. I don't like this. This is how often I put down rides. Let me tell you. Does it really do fountain effects? Or do I have to put the fountain effects in it myself? I think I had to put fountain effects in it. If you add underwater drop into a mini Atlantis area. Atlantis is going to be the theme for our water park. So why do you use a pool after drop in that natural water? Because this produces a larger splash effect than the natural water. You can see it's very large here. And also in my mind, they are pumping water from the lake using this thing and using it for the log flume ride. Okay, so we have all that. Let's gray box in this tunnel area a bit, I think. And you also had to think about how to get the pathway to the other side. Really, I could run the path straight through this section. Let's do this. And then the same thing on the other side, I suppose. Something like that. You love a Japanese area? Yeah, me too. We'll be adding in the Asian area eventually. People can just like all they want. It literally does nothing to a video. It's actually just as good as someone liking. So in fact, everyone here can go ahead and just like. Go for it. Get it done. I want to see at least 1,000 dislikes today. Hey, guess what? I could, in theory, put the train station right here. Through this area. Crazy clown dark ride? No plans for that. I don't even know if I really want to even do a dark ride, to be honest. Station. Oh my goodness, Sasadre is losing his mind again. I think they're all disliking the ice cream truck, Sasadre. So that's kind of the final train layout, if you think about it. So eventually the trains will kind of look like this going through. There might needs to be one more train. Just as a filler. They're not going to be, no, there's not going to be a train station in the Aztec area. It's every other area gets a station. So there's only going to be 3. Will the train go over the water at all times? Yes, it's all going to be a shoreline kind of train route. And then if we get things like, you know, how the Logflume is going into the water, we'll have to tuck the train in. We can do the same thing in other areas. So there could be areas like, for example, if the water park wants to be near the actual thing, when we get there, we can tuck the train behind it and then around. Can you demolish everything and start again? I want to watch how you build it. If I selected everything right now, I'm pretty sure the game could crash to delete it. In fact, I'm gonna save. Like, if you want to see something kind of cool, you can delete a building and then undo it. So this is how it was built. You can see, you just plop everything down at once. Select everything. Oh my god, you guys are gonna kill my game. Alright, we're gonna select everything. It's been a while since I've done a part count of Alpine Odyssey. So it's due. It is due. Let's see how much time has been wasted on this thing when I could have been focusing on my career. Go ahead and place your bets now. How many parts has Uther's placed? Last time we did this, we were at about 160,000 pieces in the whole park total. So if you guys want to see what 117 years of in-game time is worth, even though it was not unpaused the whole time, it's probably closer to year 300. Go ahead and place your bets now. 240,000, 190,000, 200,000, 230,000, 80K. I apparently lost a lot of pieces. 120 years work gone. 250K. Is Alpine Odyssey going to have children area? It will. There's actually a playground in this area right there, where my mouse is hovering over. Let's see, right, 210K, rip Uthris, yes, rip me indeed. 201K, over 9,000, that's an easy fix. 230K, 230K, 102, 400K, 720K, more like 720p. Let's see, 1 billion, I actually don't know, you didn't put in commas, I can't read that easily, sorry. 250K, 10 parts. Let's see, add a junior coaster somewhere. Yeah, I do need to add a smaller, casual coaster. Though the wooden coaster's pretty casual, 300K or more. Got to love that it's still frozen. It is frozen probably for the next 10 minutes. This is gonna be a waste of time, but you guys wanted it done, so here we are. Anything for you guys and those subs. Go ahead and subscribe now, leave a like, and donate and support the channel. But you can do that with $4 a month. Uthers wants money. Money is more important than anything. Thank you. You also get the cool little supporter logo like Ryder has in chat. The little Uthers logo with an S in there for a supporter. There you go. Do a Q. Watch it get deleted and not come back, probably. I hear a career switch coming up, yes. Uthers could do YouTube full time if it actually made... Actually, no. I make way more money on my day job. I think this game is frozen and will break. Nope. It's not frozen. It just takes this long. And it takes equally as long to deselect these things. But hey, you guys wanted a part count, so you're going to get it. Hope to save recently. We saved right before we did this. Yes, the Supreme logo. Yes, Uthris logo. Make a forest area behind those train houses. Possible. Actually, no, that's going to be a backstage area. This is going to be backstage. This is going to be a small backstage area. This will probably have some backstage onto it. There'll be backstage back here. Backstage back here. And there might be some back here. There's going to be a lot of backstage areas between staff parking, cargo drop-off areas, maintenance bays. Things like that need to be constructed. This is going to be a massive, massive project that's going to take years to complete, and it's going to waste a lot of Uthris' time. And then when it's done, the park won't be able to be open. Send help at Frontier, yes. You should make an area themed after how great I am. Sure, I'll go ahead and plant one single tree. You're about as equal to a tree to me, Roshi. PvP Legend, I'm sorry if this will end the series because of my suggestion. Possible, who knows. I'm just trying to talk as quickly as possible, so this is somewhat entertaining while we look at a giant blue box on stream. If you want to support giant blue boxes on stream, subscribe to my channel now and donate $4 a month. Thank you very much for your kind offerings. Uthers is now talking in the third person. Kind of. The European takes up half the map. No, it doesn't. It doesn't even take up this is a corner of the map, and another corner is off the map down here. So like, we're not even close to taking up even half the map right now. Subscribe to the Great Blue Box. Yes, the Great Blue Box needs your soul. Subscribe now. All hail the Blue Box. Yes, bow, bow. Show me what you got. Jesus yawn. Well, don't make Jesus yawn. Jesus can't be bored. He can like turn water into wine. He's having a party all the time. Oh, we got selection complete. Now we're just waiting for the box to come up. Again, your bets now for how many pieces this is. And the total park count is 190,453. Congratulations, 190,453. You have won the lottery. I think someone did guess 190. 190,000 total parts, 9 track rides, which is actually only 2 track rides, and 4 flat rides. $190,453. You got it right, Roshi. 10 out of 10. Would unsubscribe again. Let's go ahead and close this selection. Alright, now we wait for this to close and our game to recover from this. I'm never doing this again until the park is done. That took 9 minutes. 9 minutes of this stream. This precious time that we have together. Now we're just waiting again. Thanks for doing it, though. Yeah, well, yeah. Anything for you guys. No one donated. No one supported the channel. They're just wasting his time. Okay. Do it next week. I should just have a 24-hour long stream of it selecting and deselecting the park. Are you going to build any theater for the park? I think the ball pit would be a good thing for a show. So that would make sense in this area to have a theater. I might build an amphitheater in the Roman antiquity area. That could be cool. I'm not going to build a Coliseum. Don't ask me to build a Coliseum. I'm not going to build the Coliseum. And we're deselected. There we go. How many sections will there be? There'll be 5 total themes. Could you select it again? Yeah, go ahead and rewind the stream 20 minutes ago and you can watch the whole selection process happen again. Brought to you by Squarespace. Okay. Should do a fireworks show at some point. That is planned. 190,454 pieces. Do it again. Do it again. Next person to ask me to do it again gets removed. Actually, probably not. Please stick around. I want your views. Thank you. There we go. I think that's kind of the master footprint of this thing. You'll unsub, think wisely. That's okay. I still get your $4. Alright, let's do this. Perfect. Hello, wow, last time I was on one of your streams, you were still building the car park. Can you do a quick overview of the park so far? You know what, sure. Because we selected everything, we found out we have 194,000 pieces in the park, I will do a quick little tour. Fucking ho. Yeah, I am. I do hair, and I'm a stripper part-time. What inspired you to do a park like this with different sections and such? Because I like bush gardens. And this is going to be the one and only theme park I make, so I aim for the sky. Alright, we're going to do a quick overview of the park for people who have not seen the park of Alpine Odyssey. So we're going to go over here. We're going to start with the first thing ever built. This is the toll booth. This is the ticket booth for the parking lot. there is a lot of cool stuff over here. It's definitely a park. It's a ticket booth. There's street signs, there's cones, traffic lanes, cars, things like that. We have a highway bridge. We built this on 2 weeks ago on Friday stream. So we go through here. Yeah, second generation toll booth. We have the bus depot and fueling station for all of our buses. We have a yellow parking lot, a purple parking lot, a red parking lot, the blue parking garage. This is the main parking section over here. We got plenty of bus depot goodness. We got interiors of the parking garages, ramps, signs, caution areas, floor numbers, elevators and stairways, plazas and things, buses going along the road. This is only a bus access road all the way through here. And then at this point, we'll go ahead and transition over to the front of the park. The front of the park being the European section. This is the bus metro station. This is where people arrive currently down here. Eventually this will turn into a garbage pit apparently. And also a proper metro where people will take a train to arrive. We got ticket booths up through here. We got a ATM machine area, fire pit area, a little bit of a relaxation area by this vending area. How many times can Uther say area? We have our front entrance plaza, which is kind of used as a main gathering place. You know, when you go through ticket booths, you kind of wait on the other side as your friends catch up to you. Parasols and tables, chairs, lanterns. We have interiors in terms of shops, which still need work done. Hot cross buns and things. We got, I know I'm going pretty quick, but I want to do this relatively quick. There's a whole bunch of episodes that cover a lot of this stuff, so if you want to watch that, you can. We got our gardening shed with a gardening truck in here. We have the staff only entrance and exit for vehicles. We got our other area over there. Row homes, all this cool stuff. This is 3-4 months of hard labor. We got a restaurant in the lower floor of these row homes. We have a shirt gift shop, shoes, things like that back here with changing rooms. We have a Irish pub in this row building up here, which is pretty cool. And again, if no one has seen the Alpine Odyssey logo, this is the Alpine Odyssey logo in here. Blinded by the light a little bit, excuse me. We're going back outside. We have the, Tri-Storm flat right here. With a Dutch or Danish themed building here. I forget where this castle is from. Or palace, you could say. Let's see, we got our train station with the pathway over to Whirlwind, our wooden coaster right now. We have our train station interior, which looks cool. Looks pretty neat. I need to make this actually start running. We have the Whirlwind train station and cube line over here. Train station has some supports and things like that. Queue, simple queue, but it works, you know. Nothing overly fancy back in that area. We have train depots, we have switch tracks, we have all the wonderful good stuff of the forested area back there. You're French, you watch from France, continue like that. You are genial. I don't know what that means. Awesome, park looks great. Thank you. We have a carousel with a pretty cool outdoor area. What country am I from? I'm from the great US of A. A small playground for children. And then it transitions into the Aztec area. Amazing work. Well, thank you, Kirsten. And then the actual Aztec Mayan section that we've been working on, the Jade Serpent, which probably needs a better and proper name. And really, this could be called Kukulkan, and this one could be called Quetzalcoatl. Show the ice. Oh my God! Show the ice cream truck. Donations are not accepted in your available in your country. Might not be available. I don't know what country you're from. Here's the ice cream truck. It's an ATM machine. Cool little thing. We got a cool kind of reflection pool going on in through there. A lot of neat little buildings and stuff. A blue sheep. Waterfall. In fact, we'll just go ahead and ride the wooden coaster. Are your staff 117 years old? They are ancient. That's how old they are. Whoosh. So this is Whirlwind, our wooden coaster in the park right now. I think the trains in Planet Coaster look too American for a European park. Eh. Add a doomsday calendar to the Mayan place? Possible. But why ride operators? Because things are in testing at all times here in Alpine Odyssey. It just gives movement to things. Someone wanted to ride the train, I believe. We have been testing for over 100 years, yes. I think my favorite seat's like 13 or 14. 13, yes, 13. So this is what the train looks like right now. Hello, yes. Look at all the people filling up the streets. Ice cream truck. Other train. Mayan area that we're passing through. And then this will be the actual Logflume ride area. As I completely lag out, there we go, fixed. And then this area will become the Antiquity of Roman section. Screw it, we'll just ride the whole thing around. Let's see, a little bit after the Riverway will be the water park. So the water park will be kind of in this area, I believe. I do have quite the machine, I will say. I'm starting to get 30 FPS, which is annoying. Can I make custom supports for the Logflume? Probably. We'll see how the interior works out. Let's see, over here, this section will be another themed area. Not quite sure yet what it's going to be. And then the final train section, the final station will be by the Asian area. So this will be the Asian themed train station. Here. Do I watch WWE? Not really. Nope. And then while you're over here, you can see the view of everything else being built on the other side. I don't count the water park as a theme. It's just a water park. In my opinion, it doesn't really... It's not a full section of the park. It's more like a gap filler. I've never actually ridden the train from this side. It looks interesting actually approaching a finished area. The next coaster is going to be in the Antiquity section. There's the turtle hanging out. just have really beautiful views. I can't wait till the park has all the areas done, at least by the train, because the train gives you the best way to tour the park, by far. Had to eat pizza, so we'll be right back. All right, we'll have a good lunch, dinner, whatever it is you're having, Eddie. And then we return back to the starting station. Just like that. And all the trains pretty much arrive at the same time, which is pretty neat. Can we add some ducks? I don't know. I might have to ask Frontier to reskin the pigeons for some ducks. If you have a lot of water, have some waterfowls. Okay. There's that stuff going through. Thank you for the overview. Well, thank you guys for your support. You guys have helped me so much, and with the whole, you know, keep working on it mentality. Do you plan on making a park map? Yeah, so when the park is done, I might take a screenshot from above and go into Photoshop and edit it to make it look like a map rather than a video game screenshot. It's a long train ride. Does this even have a park rating? No. it's just 0 all the way across. The water park is going to be a Atlantis kind of theme, which is kind of a continuation of Antiquity if you think about it. Oh my god, Sasadre. The mom jokes are so 2005. Why are most of your train tracks above the water? Because I think it gives the best view of the whole park area. Need to lower this down a bit though. I noticed it was kind of clipping into the log flume a bit. In fact, I need to see these entryways and exits real quick. Give me a train. Send me a train, please. Thank you. I don't think this is going to clear it. Oh my god, it barely does. Literally a pixel above the beneath the doorway. And this, well, destroys the train. I need to be raised up. Build a dark ride inside the temple. The temple is kind of limited on space right now. I don't think we can. The log flume is part dark ride, so that's about as close as we're gonna get. Okay. Okay. What do you guys want me to work on now? Continue gray boxing out the form of the temple and some other buildings and plaza spaces. Yes, the trains do clip through each other a little bit by the side-by-side tracks. I can't really space them out much farther. And really, it's a minor clipping. It's not even... They're barely clipping through each other. And from above, you don't really notice it. Like, we'll hit play. Like, when you're just, like, sitting here like this, you won't notice it clipping too much. Let's, see. So that one doesn't really run into anything. Make a gate for the train in the temple. So, like, from up here, if you're just watching these trains go by, you know, it's not really noticeable that they clip into each other. Make a 3D mini-map at the park inside the game with the art pieces and other things. I know people wanted that, but I would rather not. Gray box the ride? Okay. Just gray box the ride for a bit more. go. We get that. That. One, two, three. Ba ba ba. Will there be a hyper near the parking lot? Don't know. I'm not much of a coaster enthusiast, so we'll see how that goes. That'll need a doorway of some kind there. You don't have the power of God nor anime on your side, because half of that equation doesn't exist. Boom! I don't know. Alright, let's just grab this. This. All the way around so we can just copy the corner because we're lazy. And this is how you build things in Planet Coaster in the most lazy way possible. Alright, that. Rotate it in there. Error, anime does not compute. The temple looks cool. Let's see, is the temple visible from back here? No. Good. When does it become visible? Is it as soon as you clear this low set buildings and then bam, temple? Yeah, that's what I wanted. And then if you go through this part, you come out, you're like, oh, there's a temple. That's good. I want it to be kind of a hidden structure. It'll be visible from pretty much everywhere else. Like if you're on this side and look across, you're like, oh, that's cool looking. Oh, there's a cool windmill over there. Is it possibly visible from back here? It is, so you can see a bit of it. That's nice. That's cool. This is my favorite thing about Planet Coaster. It's just looking around, you're like, and come out, and you're like, giant temple, European section, European section. Oh, that's nice. That is so cool. And then from the parking lot, oh my god, we're in space. And then from the parking lot, when you park, coming down this main road, you'll be able to see the ziggurat a lot of the time. That's cool, too. Okay. Is the temple still part of the Aztec area? Yes. So the Aztec area is this whole section and a little bit more on the other side. Just so it has enough room for some extra stuff. And then the antiquity section will go a little bit on the other side of this river. Then we'll have the huge water park. And then we'll have some other section here and then the Asian section. The temple is huge. Why don't you just Chromecast me through the TV? That way you can enjoy both. I'm not really a guy who just listens to classical music. Alright, so with this laid out, we'll go ahead and clear away a little bit where things are clipping through. That way we know to introduce exterior elements in these areas. This can be exterior, that's perfectly fine by me. 4. That can be exterior. This can all really be exterior. Actually, no. This stuff needs to be interior, I think. About from there. So we'll just build a foundation going out from here. When is the next episode of Castle Story? Tomorrow. Tomorrow is more castle story. Do I have a job? Yes, I have a full-time job. Do something like that. Classical music lessons to Uthris? No. It'd be cool if music could somehow listen to me. That. Okay. Let's grab the wall piece here that we need to get this staircase-like structure inserted. Where's the path going to go? Don't know yet. We'll figure that out in just a moment. So this needs to be lowered a bit. And lowered to there. Yep, that's fine. Hello, Michael. Welcome back. Let's figure out where the path is going. Really, I was thinking we could just stick it through here. Because this is plenty of space. We could do some interior work. We can put shops and restaurants inside the temple if we wanted to. We're adding custom music to the rides in certain areas of the park. If I end up doing something like that, that'll be like towards the very end. Lighting, music, things that aren't really constructing areas will be last. Because I want to save park count and things for actual buildings and park layout rather than musical nuance and lighting nuance. Like, you'll see that if I turn it to nighttime, I stop doing lighting because it's just not worth it right now. If I want the park to be able to be finished, I need to really take into account making sure I can open the park. I could also, in theory, just make the main path go straight through here, can't I? Like that, and then angle snap it. Like that. I think that will be a good pathway. Can I ride the Logflume? No, not right now. We've already run it a couple times. And until it's detailed out, really, it's not that great of a ride. In my mind. How much did you miss in hours? 1 hour and 50 minutes. Copy Epcot's Mexico Land? Possible. The Logflume ride is great, except for the bits that, for all the bits that aren't great. It's about as great as your blacksmith, I think. Just still like playing the game. I like live streaming it more than making the episodes, to be honest. the sandbox colors you have on the temple look like actual colors of a temple, will I keep it? No, the temple will probably be retextured to match more everything else. Like, it needs painted, it needs sculptures. It's gonna be very, very fancy. Imagine if all your rides were rated all green. Yeah, that would be pretty great. Like, let's see. Yeah, isn't that too good? Just missed the past hour. Well, we've been gray boxing in the shape of the pyramid, making sure it reads and can be transferred through with the main path. Will I add some gold? Yes. No. This temple will have a lot of fancy sculptures in it. It's going to be a lot, very similar to this. You know, it's going to have this kind of motif everywhere. It's going to be a little crazy looking. It might have sculptural elements on it. It's going to take probably a couple episodes to actually do it. A door. Flatten this out. Something like that. 2, 3, 4. Who, like Brazil, speaks South? I don't know. This is an English stream, I believe. I don't know how I want to make this work, because it's not really working for us. Let's do something a little bit different. So on this side, I might rework the track a bit. Hold on. This could ruin it, or it could make it great. Speak American. I should just say this is a America Speak Only stream. Shoot. It's a little off center, and that bugs the crap out of me. Oh no. Alright, we're moving it. Gizmo, you're not my friend. And just like that, it is recentered. A little too far away though. There. There we go. So back here we can do left hill end. Right, can I? See, this is why we need a 4-meter piece. I need just that little bit of room. Here, let's try this. Let's do. Let's see if we can't get it from the bottom, maybe. Just want to get the hill established. from this side so it makes more sense. Do keep chatting English because I want to be able to read what you guys are saying. Okay, so that is not going to line up in the center, so that means I need to start the turn earlier. And then make it a bit longer. Yes, something like that. Left hill start. Okay. So that's something I can work with. However, it's too far. Which means I need to... Oh my god. Do something like this. I don't know what I'm doing. Ruther sucks at video games. Even though this isn't so much a video game anymore, it's more like a way of life. Alright, now we could go up, right? Dang it, it still clips. Huh. Well, good to know that they're gone, because frankly, they're irrelevant to me. Oh, you fuck. You fucking thing. Alright, let's try just extending this out. 21 meters. Turning it. Nope. 18 meters maybe. Why did I decide to mess with this? This was a mistake. I'm a mistake, probably. Starting this YouTube channel might have been a mistake. Alright, okay. Can I get this straightened out? Yes. Left hill. You bitch. Okay, let's come at it from a wider angle. This YouTube channel is destined for greatness. Something like that. Ice cream and scones? Yeah, I want ice cream and scones too. I still don't know what a scone is, but I want it. You guys have talked it up enough. Oh my goodness, did we get it? Did we get it? Yes and no. It's not the footprint getting too large. Like, I wanted to get this lift hill aligned with the temple, and then I would just fix this to line it up. But it's not gonna work. 2. Bop, bop. Alright, screw it. We're just gonna have to do it at the top. We're just gonna have to do it at the top. I may add a waterfall there. There's a lot we could do with little plateaus of rocks like that. But it clips through. I didn't want it to clip through, but fine. Here, we'll test it and see how that top behaves. Probably doesn't behave too great. What if you shift it back a little bit? I could. I will say the view from up here is beautiful. I mean, I can make a structure to make the whole thing smooth and look nice. I'm not overly worried. I'm just being a little anal about it. Coming up to get sacrificed, which is great. It is still an improvement. I agree. It looks better than having this janky thing come out at like a 30-degree angle to the building. Splash and woo! I accidentally sped up time like an idiot. That was. There we go. Nope. So late for the stream? Nope, never late. We have another hour or so streaming. We can get a lot done in that hour. We're only 2/3 the way done. And who knows, I could randomly switch to medieval engineers and then everyone will leave. Wouldn't that be fun? Let's just pause. This is the kind of view that you guys are going to be getting from this log flume. That looks cool. How to make Uthersh's stream die. Uthers just plays any other game. And I'm happy you get to kind of look back and see more people come out. Oh, you're gonna... How about I play Medieval Engineers and then in the stream I put a top left like just Seals videos on repeat? This looks much better. Just when I see all the work ahead of the temple exterior, I get tired. I get tired already. Okay. You've eaten your pizza and you're ready for the stream? Well, now I want pizza. Would I do that? No. Sylv would be so upset if I did that. What have you missed? What you're looking at. Wait, you missed the layout of our log flume, which apparently I didn't know we were doing today. Some people are saying I can shift it backwards, so we are going to try that again. I wish there was a way to do advanced move already. Start putting the tile set in. Alright, thanks Lee for stopping by. I'll see you next time. That's a little bit more central. We can edit this. I'm not worried about it clipping through the stairs. Though it could be a fun thing. You could just have the log flume like just thrown off and roll down the different tiers. Perfectly safe. Perfectly doable. MX. Oh my goodness, that worked. You're a hero. I just thought you should know. You're a hero for telling me that. Let's make sure it's actually centered. There we go. To advance move ratchet, click the move button and repeatedly click X, and then when it enters move mode, it switches. I think just keeping the mouse on the menu worked, just because it doesn't register the mouse is on the map. That is true. So thank you for that trick. You think I would know things like this for playing Planet Coaster for over a year and a half, but you know I'm dumb. Uthers is just dumb. Crimson does get a cookie. In fact, you can get a cookie by supporting the channel for $4.99 or $3.99, and he gets that little logo that James S has down there. And there's his cookie. By paying me money, he gets nothing in return. It's great, really. Everyone should do it. Alright, so we'll do that. Can you get a cookie by donating? I can get a cookie if you donate. I don't know if you'll get a cookie if you donate. I wonder if it's possible to move this flat ride over here. How high does this need to go? Would that look cool? Can I get a high five if you think about donating? Sure, you know what? Let me just, there's your high five. I wonder if you can sink the pyramid as a whole down? Possible. Don't know why it would. Looks awesome. Well, thank you. It's going all right. Washington Redskins, go fuck yourself. That's fine. I may live in DC, but I'm not as big sports fan kind of guy. Is this not testing anymore? It is. Okay. Now I just need to raise this up a bit more. I think 2 clicks will be enough. It is. And then I think this side, I could probably just get rid of the arch, to be honest. And that would work. And then let's do probably get away with doing that. That there. Might need a flat ride somewhere else, otherwise parts of the scenery area might feel empty. Well, this is gonna have scenery all the way back through here. Like this will be like ruins and some cool stuff. 2 meter grid. I mean, that's centered. So I think that's fine. There's a sort of flat ride that can go where Insanity was. That's breaking my 2 flat rides per area rule. And really, the queue needs to go in this spot. And then this needs to be buildings and then backstage. So no, I don't want to put anything there. So like, we don't have much room to work with. I'm fine with it towering next to the flat ride, I think. Let's keep gray boxing in plazas and stuff. Here, we'll see what this plaza ends up looking like too, since it needs to be built. So I was gonna build a plaza here. Bop, some sort of restaurant balcony area thing. If I donate, will you give me a donut and a pizza? Nope. Ah, well, thank you. Oh, hey, Geekism, how's it going, man? Did you put the kid down for the evening, or are you still walking around for hours and hours? And Geekism, by the way, guys, in chat there, he's a great YouTuber as well. You can go check out his channel. He does some great stuff with Planet Coaster and other games. We don't just play Planet Coaster, guys. We play other things, too. Any and all support is much appreciated, and we need it because we're poor. Thank you. You're scrubbing bottles. Oh, fun. The joys. Geekism does rock. Not the channel, I'm talking about just being a geek in general. That rocks. Yes, please watch our other games. We're back at you. Watch my Skyrim series, where I go in depth with the character that I randomly made and telling some sort of story in a journal format. It's kind of interesting. So that lines up to there. Yes, this is going to be a restaurant with a outdoor plaza for eating. So I think that'll look cool because you'll be able to sit right here. You'll see the log flume go down. You'll be able to see this ride and a bunch of cool stuff. I don't know what kind of building shape this is going to get, though, still. It needs something. We also need to figure out where the queue for this ride's going. When is the next episode of Skyrim coming out? I think Skyrim is, what, Wednesdays? So every Wednesday will be Skyrim? If enough people like it, I can make more episodes a week. Put a sky observer on the plaza. Boom. but will the next download be when the park is finished? Yes. So when the park is finished, you'll be able to download it. Right now, there's only a version with the parking lot because I feel like that is a good spot for people to use my parking lot as a jumping off point into something cool. So Geekism is starting something similar on the same map, and I'm not saying that he should or should not use my parking lot, but I think he should because it's already done, so he doesn't have to build one. I know he's building one now, but you know it's done, and there's a parking lot, and you know, an ad and shameless plug. Timber and Stone. I have problems recording Timber and Stone lately for some reason. I don't know what it is. Place entrance. The entrance can be right here. Place exit will just be next to it. I need professional help. Yeah, I need your professionalism with YouTube because you actually care about how it works. And over me, so you know, I'll go ahead and just piggyback off of you, I think, because I'm lazy. Face, name, social security number reveal. Yeah, totally. I'll get right on that. Ruther's credit card reveal. Yes, actually I don't own a credit card, so there's no credit card to reveal. Ba 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 ba. Nope, don't own one. I don't like the idea of debt, so I do not own a credit card. I mean, I just became debt-free, so I don't need any more debt. Do I have a PayPal? Do I have a YouTube channel? Yes, I do. Where do you guys think all your donation and money that you give me goes? All $2 of it. It's pretty great, really. What's my real name? Well, Alex is my name. You know, I'm thinking I could just connect this up to the main path that's right above it, instead of trying to work this through the whole temple like an idiot, so I don't have to do as much like interior work. Do I ever use anything from the workshop? No. I avoid using workshop items. Because I don't like to use other people's content and make money off of it. It's not cool, in my opinion. It's also probably why Geekism wouldn't use my parking lot for his park, even though it's awesome and he totally should. I'm giving him permission to do that now. Hashtag desperate. What would you say if I left the stream? Bye there, guy. That's probably about what I would say. Okay, bye there, guy. Yeah, using other people's stuff, like, there is a nice You know, it is cool to be featured on other people's channels, and it can be, you know, rewarding for a person who doesn't want to make YouTube or really care about the money. I understand. You know, there is somewhat of a need for channels that do reviews of other people's stuff. I just don't like the fact that they make money off of it. Am I gonna make a sundial in this area? Don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing with this queue path. It's really ugly and stupid, but that's Uthris. Guess I could just make it run side by side. For a little bit. Saw a Planco Park with a working sundial the other day. Stunning. Nice. Where was that featured? Was that the schematics team, maybe? Is that Blind IRL and Clear TV doing their thing? Shy Guys? Okay. Having an ice cream sundae? Oh, Sasadri is jealous. Gonna get a sundial in this area. Sundial will be somewhere. I don't know where we want our sundial. I mean, we did bother making one. I mean, it could be cool right here, because really, if you think about it, like it coming down and swooping like this, I could make this look like Kukulkan. And have like feathers and make it a serpent. And it would function still as long as I was careful with it. Uptown girl, she's been living in an uptown world. She never had it with a downtown guy. Yep. Go ahead. I prefer scenes from an Italian restaurant or Allentown. So if you go ahead and just start singing that for me, that'd be great. Or we could make it a feature by the queue line over here. Is the City Skylines series on indefinite hiatus? I don't know. I'm having trouble getting the LUT and textures to be working right now since the latest DLC came out. It kind of broke my save. I checked this week. Bottle of red, bottle of white. Yes. It does seem weird. We could find a spot for it. I'm not overly worried about where we want this thing. Like, it could go over here. Really. Not quite sure. Kind of blanking on ideas. Like I need to get some buildings done, so I can start building off of it. It is cool that we do have the temple laid out, though. New York State of Mind. Or is that just Frank Sinatra's New York? I can never tell. Any song about New York makes me think of those two. What did I have planned for today? I didn't have anything planned for today, because I'm dumb. I mean, I planned on really working on this building here, and then calling it a day, but nope. Man, that's quite the large footprint, isn't it? I mean, there's still interiors we need to do in the European section. There's still stuff there. There's still parking lot details I need. Like this area needs to be forested and rocked in and all that fun stuff. We could start the hotel. For the side of landings sticking out from the temple, make a waterfall for the log ride's water source. And you're back here. Alright, Geekism. Thanks for stopping by, man. It's always good to see you here. Ooh. Inspiration is empty. No, I would love to see the Kukulkan sculpture. Here, let's see. I'll take a look at it, but I won't use it, sadly. Let's see. Who has made Kukulkan lately? This thing here? The Mayan Feathered Serpent. It's actually really well done. Is that all the, yeah, that's all ornaments. That is proper. Looks good. Makes me think of Hakar from World of Warcraft. I mean, you know, Hakar is kind of based off of that. Hakari Sato, creative name. Yes. And then right beside it is my Temple of Kukulkan. I don't know why I named it that. I just did. I was playing Smite too much. I'll probably be building kind of my own thing. But thank you very much. It looks beautiful. It's a wonderful sculpture. I mean, I'll probably not even make something as good as yours, but I want to try. That's a good Smite recreation. Tell you what, why don't we do this? Why don't we work on this area a little bit? This is an area that I definitely wanted to get done. We'll actually work on some details. Not to the Logflume. The Logflume will be tackled a bit later on, when I have more of a final understanding of what all the area needs, but I'm happy we actually got it laid out. I can see where the footprint is. What went into you being Hikari Sato with Valve? Hikari Sato is a common D&D character I make. It's just a name that I use. Now, it's also my Smite username. It's just very common for me. Okay, so we'll do that, and I think someone suggested... Yeah, Sunday stream, what did we miss? Well, you missed that. All of that. How's it going today? It's going. I think we wanted to do a supported rock arch here, right? From the tongue out. And I believe this bugged someone, the fact that this was going through the tongue of our serpent there. If you're looking for an odd name, gave Frank Lorenzo a Google. Okay. Do you ever enjoy The Sims? for me to get like back into The Sims, I don't think I can get an arch going across this. This is too long of an arch. I can get an arch, but it's not gonna go over the train tracks. Kind of a shame, but that's, I think, as far out because I want to take this thing structurally. It wouldn't make much more sense. Retextured version of the scone cart, make it Mayan. I do want to have a popcorn cart. You know, something a little bit proper like that. You know what this wall needs? More rocks. Yes, more rocks. How's it going today? Getting back into The Sims would cost Uthers 150 bucks. That's I mean, I can afford that. Play Age of Mythology? I don't know. Alright, let's do this. Natty is a dirty pirate. I've pretty much stopped pirating games. I have a job, I can support creators. If it's a game I really like. If it's an old game, like something like the original Pirates of the Caribbean for PC back in the day, that I might have to pirate, just because it might not exist anymore. But don't tell the police, thank you. I mean, I never use Pirate Bay, so nothing, for nothing. Yes, I know you can turn off the angle snap. Just press spacebar. Let's do this. They did a redo of the graphics of Sid Pirates. I didn't like Sid Pirates. I preferred the Pirates of the Caribbean game back from like the early 2000s. It was a really cool system. I had to play it. 911, what's your emergency? Uthers is pirating video games. Stop him. He's dangerous, and I don't like him. He smells. That's probably about what you're saying, I think. Ba, 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 ba. Ba. That's pretty cool looking. I hope you guys agree with that. We also need to bump out the rocks actually supporting this statue a bit. Does your girlfriend feel about playing so many games? I mean, she's pretty much a gamer herself. I mean, more casual. She's been playing a lot of Sims 3 again. I mean, she's okay with it. I feel bad because it's been a lot of time doing it. Uthers is not going to win any boyfriend awards anytime soon. But I mean, shoot, we've been dating for going on 6 years in October. Couple that games together stays together. I mean, I haven't played a game with her in a while. We used to play Mabinogi together for a bit. That used to be a lot of fun. I mean, we were long distance for 2 years or so because she was 2 years behind me in college, and I moved to DC from West Virginia during that time. What software do you use for recording and streaming? Streaming, I use OBS. I also use OBS occasionally for recording, but my base recording software is Mirrorless Action. When you're gonna pop that question, 6 years, man, she ain't gonna get any younger. That bio clock is ticking. I don't want kids. She doesn't want kids. I would not. I'm too selfish to be a father. I don't want the responsibility. How to deal with a long-distance relationship. Skype. A lot of Skype. And a lot of shit. We just Skype and then fall asleep. That was nice. Good times. You love my vids and streams? Thank you. He's talking about asking to marry her. Marriage is just a change of last name. To me. Nothing would change otherwise except for I would get tax breaks. Start adding details to the temple? Nah. Oh, you just broke down. No, we won't be adding details to the temple until pretty much everything else is done. Very similar to, we didn't build this coaster until a lot of this was done. Yeah, marriage isn't always last names. Usually it's artists will keep their last name just so they can keep separate in that sense. Like my painting teacher and my drawing instructor, that they were married, but they had different last names because otherwise, for shows, it would be hard to know. By the Logflume, by the splash area, you should make a jaguar with its head and its mouth open. I mean, this is going to be the feathered serpent, Quetzalcoatl. I can never say the name. You guys have told me 1,000 times. This one's going to be chalk. Marriage is useful if you want to get business, yes. Okay, let's do that. And then down here, I guess we could just do some low-lying shrubs and rocks, right? Now, I think we wanted to do some broken pillars supporting a lot of these tracks. So let's... We're gonna borrow some of these. I've been there and it would have been so much easier for me to follow my boyfriend if we'd been married. Maybe. Split. Go one ride? What? I think Uthris is secretly 64. I am 27. If you're not having kids, there really isn't a reason to get married. Tax breaks. Which is 64 in real life years. I mean, I feel like I'm 64 sometimes. Let's just go like this. Move it over here. I'm not trying to use too many of these already formed pillars. Because there'll be different other things supporting these, I think. I just wanted these there. Can you do an overview of today's work at the end? Sure, at the end we'll kind of look around, get kind of final thoughts and ideas for this week's episode, and just give you a rundown, I suppose. Every time the Jade Serpent goes up, it sounds like a raid siren. A little bit. Hell, I'm 54. I've been gaming longer than you are old. You never get too old to play. Yep. I agree. My dad's the one that got me into video games. Shoot, my grandfather got into video games through me. I mean, he beat Final Fantasy VII. He beat, he used to play a lot of Mario Kart before he died, and a lot of Animal Crossing and things. Final Fantasy 12, he played that. Can you make a water slide area? Yes, there will be a water park. Really, the trains for me are more noisy than the flat ride. Wait to do the water park area until the water park DLC comes. We'll probably not even be at the water park area by the time Planet Coaster 2 comes out, I think. Your dad is completing Final Fantasy 15? Cool. Go dad. You love the original Elite, but wow, the graphics are terrible compared to today. Yeah, I never got to play the original Elite. When I was growing up, I played Freelancer, though. That was my space sim. And I enjoyed Freelancer a whole lot. Solar System Coaster, then Galaxy Coaster, then Universe Coaster. I love Freelancer and still have it. I don't know if I have my original disc or not. I think when I was in college, I saw it in like the for sale bin, like discount kind of thing. Theme Park on Mars, possibility. I mean, I play Elite Dangerous now, like the latest one. I think it's really shallow in terms of content and mechanically, it's not good. Mechanically, to me. Like, bounty hunting is the most generic bullcrap thing ever. Trading, generic. Exploration, generic. The flight controls, perfectly fine. The graphics, perfectly fine. I just think it's a wasted potential for a much better game right now. The introductions to aliens, minor at best to me. Like, there's just not enough there. to keep playing. Like I have a Python, almost ranked A. And like, what am I gonna do? Mine? Oh, I shoot a laser at a rock. Does the rock deform in any way? No. Do I have to like scan for asteroids and watch out for anything dangerous besides NPC pirates that just spawn? No. Do I have to really watch out for players? No. I'll be removing the wooden pillars, yes. So like, oh my god. Every time I try and edit the track, it takes me back to the first station. It's really annoying. I need to fix that. Yeah, I think from here to here. We'll go ahead and just get rid of the track supports, so I can see what I'm looking at. Yeah, this whole area will be custom supported with rocks and ruins and cool little bits, I think. Very similar to, I mean, like this area looks really nice with like the crazy wooden support. Sorry to be lamenting about Elite Dangerous for so long. Ugh. The viewership is leaving. Sounds like Uthers needs to just play Medieval Engineers. Just to cap off that extra 100 people that are left. Yes. Yes. Though they could also be tired of hearing the train going around. I get so worn out on it. Tell you what, why don't we ride the train again? I enjoyed that the last time. So long. I need to make like a little conductor's booth for the person actually controlling the train. Such a nice view. Ice cream truck, playground, jungle. It'll be nice when we can look around on the left side too. See that right go around. Nothing's poking through. Not saying you should play the game Mega Traveler 2 Quest for the Ancients, but in its day it was amazing and few people even know it exists. Never heard of it. I could check it out. I mean, if it's super old, the problem about making the content on like super old games and things is simply the audience isn't there. And even if I made a video game, like I have 20,000 subscribers, and me releasing a video on anything other than Planet Coaster gets poor reviews anyways. And Planet Coaster is relevant. So, it's just hard. What, lazy game reviews? LGR? Is that what you're speaking of there? You don't recommend streaming it? Okay. Play Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall? I mean, we're already playing Skyrim. I don't know if I'm going to do another Elder Scrolls game. Our park rating has reached 8,000 and it's not even open. A little crazy. We selected all the pieces already. We found out that we have 194,000. Oh my god, I'm getting tired. 194,000 total pieces in the park. Currently. You did a very nice detail work on your park. Well, thank you. But I'm hungry. I might be ending the stream about here. We did a lot. We laid out the Logflume ride. It's not perfect. It probably could be better. So I think this is a good place as any to stop. What we did today, I did say I was going to do a little bit of an overview of what we did. So we gray boxed in and worked on the flat ride section, or not flat ride, the Logflume ride section here. That is going to be entertaining our guests, hopefully. In the long term, it's pretty short, nothing too fancy, just has a cool drop going through the ziggurat. That is the main feature here in the Aztec Mayan area. There'll be some sections outdoors with ruins and cool bits. This area will need detailed out. Waterfalls, cool things here. I might make this 100% mountain, this more cave-like entrance. Can I ride the Logflume? Sure, we'll ride the Logflume once. You did well today, more than you can build in a day. I mean, gray boxing, that's why I do gray boxing, because it makes you feel good, because it feels like you place a lot down, but what you were doing was just roughing the shape out. Ignore clipping through the wall. There's going to be interior sections here, so you guys will see like ruined rooms, torchlit areas. This is kind of like, in theory, the dark ride of the area. I could probably try and get some of that night map in there so it actually becomes dark on the interior, which could be cool. And it has, what, 2 drops? Only 2 drops. It's a little lame. Do you know the purpose of pyramids? Well, this one would be, it's either a sacrificial pyramid or just tribute to some sort of god. But this is a step pyramid. It's not a proper pyramid. If you're talking about like the Egyptian pyramids, aliens, obviously. The train is also going to have a tunnel through there. Might have a vision of this little section of the Logflume, which could be cool. Make the ride themed around a human sacrifice and having to escape from being sacrificed. Could be. We shall see. I'm not great at coming up with a theme and sticking to it. Generally, I just kind of make a mishmash of just, oh, you're in a pyramid, so there's stuff inside of it. But we'll see what we can do. Come around here, which will be kind of an outside, more ruined area and waterfall. And then we have the final climb up to the top. I'm going to try and increase the speed of this thing. I think if we make this overall faster, it'll be better. That's why you can just stick with the theme I just came up with, yeah. You could almost get stabbed at the top of the temple and then you get, what, thrown down the staircase? Throw him off. Woo! I mean, it'll look cool because there'll be other things built. I just can't wait until we have at least the shoreline done of all the sections. That'll look so cool. The 1 degree slope down trick on flat section helps speed up Logflumes. I don't have many flat sections. And if I tried messing with it now, that would change the height of the whole ride and then it would become a pain again. I think there's just a way to speed up the track, right? I guess not. I could have sworn it was more like maybe only on the lift hill. Yeah, there's a chain speed. So we can increase the lift hill chain speed from 5 to what? 10? Or we can just do maybe 8. 8 would be fine. There, and I need 8 here as well. Let's see how fast that climbs it now. What's up, buddy? What's up? I think having a faster lift hill is fine. First time watching live? Well, welcome to the stream that's about to end. Yay! You made it! You made it here just in time. I've been saying no one's been late all day, but congratulations, you're the first one. See you tomorrow on Castle Story. Yep, Castle Story is tomorrow. Oh, lag? Okay. Hope you have a meal that you enjoy. Yeah, I'll probably be getting kava. Kava is like a Mediterranean rice with your meat. You can also get greens. You got like cucumbers in it. Tzatziki, hummus, some feta probably. All right, I think that's it. Did that help with the rating at all? Speaking those up, not really. Anyways, so that's it for today. Go ahead and subscribe. Do whatever it is you guys do. Hit that like button. I'm gonna go eat. Hope you guys have a wonderful week. More episodes tomorrow of Castle Story. We'll get some more Planet Coaster up as well. We'll continue work on detailing out buildings. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you guys enjoyed it, we'll see you guys in the next live stream or in the next videos over the week. So until then, I'll see you all in the next one.